Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 339 of the Level Up program and day number 49 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my regular throwing of the dice at the craps table and practicing on a daily basis, as well as practicing a blue-collar craps style of play. If you're playing along with Crapsee, click that live tab and that'll bring you right to the table here, and you can actually play along as we roll out the dice for the morning. We got Dusted One checking in number one even before I did this morning. We got Lazy Dog, Coach Joe, Leadum, Travis, Allen, and SJ. Welcome back, SJ. So all in on come out. Kick the dog again this time, Joe. So I put a little comment in here, Fun Friday, or normal throws today. Normal throws is obviously using our 3236 dice set that we've been working on. And we have about 170 throws left at the Black Belt with the 3V dice set. The Fun Friday would be using my new set of dice. And I was actually playing around a little bit as I was warming up this morning with this new set of dice. I've had these for a while, guys, but it's kind of a little fun thing. And it was actually kind of cool watching them fly through the air. But anyway, we're going to go regular dice. That seems to be general consensus here. So let's go 3236. We're going to start off with a $15 pass line bet on Crapsee. And let's leave it at that right now. We are looking for a $200 profit goal today. So good morning, Rick S. He says happy Friday as well. So we got 14 people on Crapsee. We got 14 people watching. And let's go all bets set here. Dice out. And welcome to the channel, Travis. This is the first time that I've seen chat from you. I welcome everybody and anybody to say hi in the chat if you are checking in here. So 3236, let's go dice out and first throw for the day. And we got Ace Deuce Alfredo sauce. So pass line loser to start the day. And if you pointed at ATS, there's one on the end there for you. Good morning, Randy Hill checking in. And let's go pass line bet of $15 again. So last night was my Friday at work, so I am done for the weekend here. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I already got my 60 hours in for the week. I'm a little bit slap happy. So, you know, the last time I got slap happy, I had some decent rolls. So let's see if that holds true here. So $15 pass line bet, all bets set, dice out. I see cross right at the end. We have a 257 on the come out pass line winner natural. So we had one taketh, we had one giveth. And that puts us at a break-even proposition so far for this first shooter. You're very welcome there, Travis. Good morning, Brian from Green Bay. I am not hitting the weekend, the casino this weekend. I am actually saving the bankroll here until I go down to Joliet at the end of this month. May 31st and June 1st, I'll be down in Joliet. I'll be getting down there at night, probably sometime on the 31st. That is when Big AZ is coming through. So I'm going to be saving my bankroll for when I go down there so I can meet up with the crew that's down there. There'll probably anywhere between 15 to 25 people that actually show up for that at the Harrah's Joliet Casino in Illinois. So all bets set, $15 pass line bet. Still looking for point shooter number one, and dice out. $426. That is the Kevin DeCarpenter 2x4. So let's mark the point of 6. And that is a explosion of that right die, double pitch on the left die. I suppose I should probably analyze the dice. First two I just kind of assumed. But anyway, we are going to go with a $150 investment for this first shooter. So that is going to put us at 110 on the inside, minus that 6, obviously. And then we're going to go $20 buy bet on the 4. We're going to go $20 buy bet on that 10. So that actually puts $135 on the table. Let's go $15 pass on odds so that we are at $150 investment. So we got 3, 2, 3, 6 on the dice set there. And we'll go all bet set. 17 people on Crapsee right now. Got 3 likes on YouTube. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you get a chance, please. And here we go. And we got a 639. That would be the center field 9. That landing zone was a little bit long for my liking. So we need to pull it back a little bit. Good morning, Duracell. If you didn't get to watch last night, Duracell actually did his 3rd round of the international shooter competition. He made it into the final 8. So congratulations goes out to Duracell there. And then we are going to go 32 across pressure. And that's going to bring us to $25 on the 4 and 10. We got $30 on the 5 and 9. We got 36 on that 8. We are not going to do any additional. Let's do an additional $5 pass line odds there. So we're at $20 in pass line odds. And let's call it all bet set. That was a explosion on that left eye and that last one. A primary in the top on the right side. So it's 1 dice off axis. That is a safe result. We'll go all bet set. And dice out. Got lucky. That's what this game is all about sometimes, it seems like. So here we go. Ooh. We hit it off kind of into the corner there, and they rolled off to the left. 257, ouch. That is the Bruce, and I became shark bait on that one. Damn it. So we needed 1 extra hit there to get out of that shooter because we would have came down. So the strategy I'm using today is starting at 150 investment. That's going to be 110 on the inside, 20 on the 4 and 10, 32 cross pressure on that first hit. And then after the second hit, we'll go down to $60 on the outside, and then we'll pick up either the 6 or the 8 for $18, and we'll start trend betting from there. And I'll kind of explain it to you guys a little bit more in detail as we go forward here. So that was a loss of 146 there, so we got a little bit of digging back to do. Climb out of the hole, and let's go all bet set. 18 people playing on Crapsee. 21 people watching on YouTube, and that last one was a single pitch away on the left eye and an implosion on the right side, which is obviously a warning sign. All bet set. Dice out. And we've got a 314. Then it would be the Big Joe from Craps Master and Cerny. So shooter number 2, let's mark the point of 4. I'm going to turn on my volume on this computer because it's dinging at me every time that everybody gets done with the Crapsee side of things. And I'm going to check to see if I have the turbo link. I do have turbo mode on, so that's good. So again, we're going to go 110 inside. And this time the 4 is a point, so we're just going to put $20 on the 10 as a buy bet. So we have a $145 investment right now. Primary on the left side, that was a single pitch towards us on the right side. So that was a single pitch of the dice, which is a safe result. And all bet set. Dice out. Ooh, that right die bounced up kind of high. Came back down. We got a 4, 6, 10. That it's Waylon's best friend Waylon and Daddy Joe. So that is a nice hit for us. I don't like the action of the dice in the back wall, though. a little bit higher energy, if you will. So that's going to be a 32 across pressure. And we're going to pick up $15 in pass line odds. So we now have 187 on the table, 39 brought back to the rack. That's a double pitch on that left die, single pitch on the right die, so single pitch ultimately. Safe result. And we got all bets set. Dice out. A little bit short on the landing zone that time, and we got a 167. So second shooter in a row, we got to that almost break-even point, and we were not able to take the money off the table. So yet again, we lost money. It has to turn around one of these times. So that's why I offered guys the fun dice. Everybody wanted me to do regular shooting now, so that's too funny. We're going to keep on going. And again, one more time, $15 pass line bet. It's going to be shooter number 3, 2 very short rolls to start off today. And let's call it all bet set. Dice up. Let's get this focused here. Let's get some repeat dice combinations. Let's get the same landing zone. And let's do this right, Joe. 549, that is the Big Daddy Mac, the hard 9. And that'd be after Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. So let's mark the point of 9. And that one, the trajectory of the dice was a little bit lower, and the dice kind of rolled nicely once they hit the table. Atlantis was a little bit short, but that was an explosion of that left die. That was a double pitch on the right die. 3236. Again, 110 inside bet level. We're going to go $20 by 4 by 10. And we'll go $15 pass line odds. So instead of 150, we're going to have 155 on the table here. So I'll stick with the 3236. And all bet set. They did cross on me, but we have a Buckeye Buckshot, the 459 right back. So we do have a repeat dice combination that is point hit. So that was a nice little payout because we did put pass line odds on there. So we're going to keep that $15 pass line bet intact. All of our box numbers are turned off. That was, again, a double pitch on the left die. That was an implosion on the right die, which is a safe result. And again, we'll call this all bet set here. They saw $37 brought back on the shooter already. We got some major recovery to do today. And we got a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So let's mark the 8. Mark the point of 8. Okay, so we're going to take that $30 off that 8. We're going to put it over on the 9. Again, $15 pass line odds. And then since we had that first hit, we're doing 32 across pressure. So we're going to make the 4 and 10 look like a quarter. The 5 and 9 look like 35. No, we're going to make them look like 30. There you go. $36 on the 6, $15 pass line bets, and that would be all bets set there. We had the double pitch on both dice. So it was a primary on the bottom side. And dice out. We had a 639 center field 9. That is again another dice repeat combination. So the 9 is a hot, 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 hot number today. And guess what? Guess what just happened? We actually got out of this shooter. We got to that break-even point. So let's bring our bets down. We're going to go 60 on the outside. And we're going to pick up, we're going to leave the $15 pass line bet on at 8. So we have $75 on the table, $79 brought back to the rack. So the strategy is start with 150, which is a 110 inside plus 20 on the 4 and 20 on the 10. Take a hit, pressure 32 across, take a second hit, come down to 60 on the outside and pick up either the 6 or 8. Since the 8 is a point, we're sticking with that 8. And we're going to go all bet set here. They sound. And we got an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3 craps. So now our goal is to start trend betting upwards and try to get as much money on that table so we can make quite a bit of money, hopefully, and bring it back to the rack. Again, that was an implosion on that left die. That was an explosion on the right die. So that was a drift right of the dice. 23 people playing at Crapsee. We got 23 people on YouTube. 8 likes only. Come on, everybody, give me that thumbs up. And not to flip me off, but just a thumbs up saying, hey, Joe, I like your channel. So hope that's set and they sound. A little bit long on the landing zone. Dang it. Double pitch of the dice, 437. So we got out of this shooter. We're not able to make much profit at all, though. So darn it. Short rolls, short rolls, short rolls, short rolls. Good morning, Marble Fork. Checking in. Again, this is my first week back after taking 2 weeks off. Did not throw the dice at all for those 2 weeks, and I'm having a difficult time getting back in here. Thanks, Jen. That's awesome. Having a terrible time getting back into the swing of things on the dice consistency this week. We are seeing some repeat dice numbers, but not as much as I would like to see. Today is the 9 is hot though. Out of 14 throws, we have 4 9s. But we'll call that $15 pass line bet here for shooter number 4, and we're only 18 minutes into the program, so dice out. So yesterday, Brian from Holy Roller went live. He had a really good kind of talk show style of shows. It was a lot of fun to watch and listen to. And we have a 167 on the come out, pass line winner, natural. And just as Jen was talking about how a couple of people are putting that light and dark strategy, light into dark, dark into light, whatever it is, on the ship, and really didn't know what they were doing. So they actually lost a considerable amount of money. And her comment on the chat, and this is a very appropriate comment, guys and gals who are listening, is to practice these strategies before you bring them to the casino. Practice them at home, get to know the ins and the outs, how to make the changes, those types of things. Before you actually do bring it to the casino and bet real money on it. She said they lost like thousands of dollars in a matter of a short amount of time. So again, $15 pass line bet, all bets set, dice out. That last one was a 1-6. That was a implosion of the left dice, single pitch on the right dice, single pitch away, which is a warning sign. Dice out. 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay bushel. So let's mark the point of 10. And that'll be shooter number 4 here for us. $20 to 30 minutes, she said, and that was several thousands of dollars, she said. And it was not just one person. She said, I think she said 2 people. We're going to switch over to that 3632 dice set. I'm getting too many warning signs here for myself. But that last one was a single pitch towards us on that left side. That was an implosion on the right side, which is a safe result, but the warning signs are showing up way too much here. 110 on the inside, we're going to go. We're going to go $20 on that 4. That's a buy bet. And we're going to call that all bet sets. So we have 145 on the table. Peace out. We got magic aces. 112. So you got one of the bookends out of the way. Good morning, George. So you see him put a little bit more energy into the dice by bringing the back arm back further. Keep your posture the same, but the same point. Stretch your arm to, okay. We'll give that a little bit of a shot here. I think I understand what he's saying, but we're going to call that all bets set here. A little 3-2, 3-6. So normally I'm starting off right in this area. We'll come back a little bit here. So we're going back about 1.5 inches further. Dice out. Dice did cross on me. We got a 5-6. That would be the mid-mo yo. Cheerio coming to us from above. And that is a little bit different of a feeling. And Jen says you keep laddering the ASAP on a come out roll, not consider a hedge. Good morning, Ryan. Yep, double pitch on Nexus. That would be 100% accurate in that. 3-2-3-6. And again, we're gonna keep the same bets that did nothing for our bets here. And I'll bet set. Dice out. So we're going back another 2 inches from where we're at. So if you look at my dice right now, they're actually a direct center point of my body. And we got a 4-5 hard 9, Big Daddy Matt. So that'll be hit number 1 for us. And that's going to allow us to do 30 or 22 across pressure. And again, that's going to be a double pitch on that left die. That's an implosion on the right die, which is a safe result. And we're going to go pressure across. We're going to pick up $15 in pass sign odds. So we now have 187 on the table. Watching my video on the way to work. Great work so far. I'll finish it in a little bit. I'm not sure which video, because I got 600 some videos out there. I think you're talking about the build videos, but I'm not sure. And that would be Ryan. Marked Point made that comment. And we're going to go all bet set here. Dice out. So center point of the body here. Yeah, we got 3-2-5. That would be the Justice 5. And our point is 10. So that is our second hit that we're looking for. That's going to be enough to get out of the shooter again. And now we're going to start trying to get some profit back to the rack here. So we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go 60 on the outside. And we're going to pick up on... Well, should we do the 6 or the 8? They're both about the same. So let's pick up $18 on that 8. And we're going to call that a bet set. We're just going to start trend betting from here. That was a primary on the left side. That was an explosion on the right side. Safe result here. Chessboard. Okay, that's what I thought, Ryan. Okay, awesome. I am not going to be putting a video out this Sunday for that build. Probably next week Sunday will be the next video coming out. And I This week is we actually making or working on the table, and I'm gonna hopefully get 2 weeks worth of content made, so that way I can actually spend the next 2 weeks just editing videos on that project. So okay, so we had a 5-6 mid-bow yo. Again, Cheeto coming to us from above. So hopefully by the end of this weekend, I will have the complete tabletop done. So again, if you're following along with the table build video series, I'm actually doing something that's very original. One side of it's going to be a chessboard, and if you flip it over, you're going to see the craps table. So I'm going to hopefully have the top and bottom together and all set up in that. So George says the principle is the more energy you have in a dice, the less effect the initial landing will have in your dice in terms of on-off access, okay? And I probably should have known that, George. Some of these things, though, it just, you do it so much that it becomes little small things like that you just don't think about, and then that's a very valid point. We'll go all bets set here. And I saw. So that's very valid point to be looking out or to consider. We got a 415, and that would be the Truckin' Camper. Brian from Crapping Camper. So we hit another repeat number, not repeat dice set. That's the first 415 we've had for the day. But we're going to make that 5 look like $25. So we'll bring some back to the rack. We'll put some back on the table here. If we hit the 5 again, we'll pick up that 6. Yeah, that was good morning, Demon Dog Chris. That was week 3. I just put out this last week. The first week was kind of a vlog style video, and it was the first time I've ever done anything like that. It was actually kind of fun, but I did a lot of editing and took a lot of time to put together. Week 3 video, guys, believe it or not, is only about 22 minutes long, but I took 20 hours of building that chessboard, and I've recorded all 20 hours of it, and I narrowed that down to the 22 minutes. So that took me a ton, and I mean a ton of time to edit it down that far. So it was quite a challenge. We'll go all bets set here. They saw it. 639 center field 9. 9 is hot, 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 hot. So we're hitting sister numbers right now, 6s, 9s, and 5s. So that is an explosion on the left eye primary and the top side and the right side. Yeah, Jen, that was the holy moly. It took a lot longer than I expected for building that part and doing the darn edit. It was just unreal. Again, that was, I already said that, primary and top on the right, explosion on the left. And all that's it. They sucked. Four, 1, 5, cousin, our sisters. So we're another trucking camper. And I'll tell you what, the little change that George suggested does seem to be helping here. And guys, this is a journey for all of us. If you see something on myself, suggestions, make sure you put them in the chat, send me an email, send me a message, let me know. I will consider everything. Again, this is a journey for me. I am by no means a master at this, but I'm trying to get to that point. We're going to go to $35 on the no, we're going to actually pick up that 6 down for 18. So we're all the way across on our bets. So that would be a little bit of money brought back to the rack, a little bit back on the table. And all bets set. And like I said, this is a journey for myself, but for all of us as well. So we should be on this journey together and helping each other along the way. Dice are uncomfortable, regrip them. And dice out. Ooh, a little bit high energy coming off the back wall, that left dice. We got 2, 6, 8. That would be the Duracell 8. And he says, go out, support free live craps. Give that thumbs up, and I say subscribe if you haven't done so already. So that would be the 8. Let's make that 8 look like $30. Bring some back to the rock again, put some back on the table. And that puts us at $190 brought back on the shooter, $128 on the table. We're still down for the day. If I took everything off the table, it would still be down for the day because we got hit on those 2 or 3 shooters. So we're going to keep on going here. We're going to start building some of these bets up here. 26 people playing on Crapsee, 31 people watching, 13 likes. And dice up 3236. And that last one was a single pitch away on both sides, so there's a primer in the front face. I held on to that one just a split second too long. We got a 4, 3, 7. Ouch. So that was a double pitch of the dice, and I should have taken the bets down, but I didn't. It is Friday. So yeah, that one was I held on to it just a split second too long, and that was the result. So we made a profit of $62 on that one. 12 rolls long, so that was going in the right direction. Let's see if we can do a repeat and then some on that one. Only 25 roll quality points. The quality of the roll was mediocre at best. $15 pass line bet. So let's see if we can get the quality of the roll up as well as the length of the roll up as well. So, and we'll go all bets set. Kept your access. That's what's important. Yep. What I am finding though is, George, is bringing it back there. Okay, so I'm in the same position. I was going here. I brought it more center line with my body. What I found is I got actually more of an arc on the dice. It released and it was more of an arc up and down, and it was not quite as flat as what I was doing. So that was a improvement there as well. So shooter number 5, dice out. We had a 4-2-6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So again, double pitch on the left die. That's a explosion on the right die. Let's mark the point of 6. And again, 110 on bet level on the inside, $20 on the 4 and 10. And $15 pass line odds. 3, 2, 3, 6. Cousin 1 set is our dice set. And all bet set. Here we go. A little bit long in the line zone, but we have a 1-3-4, the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So we got a 4. That's give me our first hit for the shooter. It's gonna be enough to go 32 cross pressure. Actually, yeah, let's go 32 is pressure. So we're gonna go 27 across on the box numbers. We'll pick up an extra $5 on the odds for the pass line. And that last one was a implosion of the left die, primary on top on the right die. And we'll call that all bet set here. Dice out. Let's get a second hit right away. And we got a 5-1-6, the KitchenAid mixer. So that is point hit. So we're going to be looking for a new point. And that is nice. And that'll be enough to bring our bets down once we get that point established. That was a single pitch towards us on the left die and a single pitch towards us on the right die. So that was a primary on the back side. $15 pass line bet we're going to stick with. And call that all bets set. Ooh, I veered off to the left a little bit, guys. We're back on that 134. Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey kind of pulled that one a little bit. They landed both in the corner. Got lucky with it. They died right away off the back wall. They didn't have too much of a roll. Really not going to analyze that one too much because mechanics were not on. 3236. We're going to take that $25 off of, oh, actually, we're bringing our bets down. That's right. We're going to go 60 on the outside here. We're going to pick up, let's pick up the 6 since we're hitting that a little bit more right now. So pick up $18 on that 8 or 6. So we have $78 on the table, $78 brought back to the rack. So we're at exactly break even right now. And we'll call it all bets set. Sticking with the cousin one set, 3236. Days out. $628. That is the Duracell 8. Again, go with support free live craps. So we actually hit the one that I don't have any bets on. But again, that landing zone was off on that one. Again, went a little bit long on that. So we're not going to analyze that one too much. So mechanics were not there, what I want to see at least. But I'll take the result. And George is saying thumb, saying I'm pushing it. Yep. Okay, so we're going to stay with the same bets and dice up. And we got a 617. Ouch. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to call that one up for a fluke because I'm actually feeling good with the way those are throwing right now. 3236. We broke even exactly on that one, so no loss, no gain. $15 pass line bet. And I'll bet set. Terrible, 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 terrible. 5-6, mid-mo yo, pass line winner, natural. That one, I swear, hit the freaking side wall before it even came down. Pass line winner, natural. Go back to 3236. Stick with the $15 pass line bet. And all bets set. You can tell it's getting to the end of my day. I've been up since about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. For those of you that don't know, I do work third shift. It was a little bit of a long week this week. 325, Justice 5. So it's marked the point of 5 for shooter number 6. 325. So that one was a primary on the left side, explosion on the right side. More skin on the right die. So we're going to go 110 on the inside. So you're saying I should adjust my my finger grip more to the right, George, is what I'm guessing you're saying, which is something that I do realize if that is the case. I'll wait to see what he says here. But we're going to go 110 on the inside. We're going to go $15 pass line odds, $20 on a 4 and 10. So pick up the dice from the left. I think that's what I do is I usually place the thumb and middle finger and I place the ring finger and then I use that left finger to pull the dice in. So if you do look at the dice, and this is what my normal starting point is right here, I am actually off a little bit more on this side, on the left side, than I would be off on the right side. So my dice are not exactly, yeah, I am doing it. Okay. Yeah. So my dice are not exactly, my fingers are not exactly center on the sides, but the center of the dice are always in there. So this is how I always start. Take that left finger and I pull the dice in. Because one of the problems I have is my fat fingers are way bigger than what the dice are. And then what I do is I use that pinky finger to push the right die in tight as well. Oops, dice out. We got a 1.5 KitchenAid mixer. So that is our first hit. We'll go across pressure again. And oops. Uh-oh. I was going to put $5 extra odds on the pass line, and it drugged the darn thing over to pass line, made it a contract bet. So now instead of a $15 pass line bet, I have a $30 contract bet. Damn it. Ask it would. Yes, ask would. Ask would. One sounds like me. I work overnight processing medical specimens. Been several long weeks for us. That is a night. I've been working night for almost 20 years now. It is it does get to be long sometimes. 3-2, 3-6. This out. I think cross. I mean, we have a 2-3-5 justice 5. I got too many things on the side of my craps table here. I got a board that I just hit that I have two mouses on. We got one, we got two. One's for my normal computer. One is for my second computer that I run Crapsee on. So that was our point hit. It is awesome. So we're going to go back down to that $15 pass line bet. And we have $65 brought back to the rack. So we're going to be able to come down on our bets once we get a new point established here. So let's go all bets set. 21 years for you next week. That's awesome. Justice 5 is hot, hot, hot. I have been living off of naps, that's true. I average anywhere between 4 to 6 hours a day of sleep if I'm lucky. Days out. And that right die took off on us. We got 369. That would be the center field 9. So let's mark the point of 9. Even on the weekends when I have off, it has a hard time sleeping past that 5-hour mark. So that was a primer on the left side, single pitch on the right side. So safe result. Start announcing that again. So our point is 9. We're going to go bring our bets down. We're going to, let's do this one. So let's go $18 on the 6, $18 on the 8. Let's go $15 field bet. We're going to hop the 5s for $1 a piece. And let's start betting up and spreading our bets off right there. So we have got $65 brought back. We have $68 on the table. And let's call that all bets set here. They sell it. $639 center field 9. So that is a Buckeye buckshot. So point hit right away. And that's a double payout for us. Again, that's going to be an explosion on that left die, primary and the right side. So 1 dice off axis. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we're going to take that field bet off. We're going to keep the $15 pass line bet. $93 brought back. 51 on the table at the current moment. Only the pass line bet is working. And we'll call it all bets set. 24 people playing on Crapsee. We're up to 35 people on YouTube. I think that is pretty close to a record for me. I think 36 is the most I've had at one time. So let's see if we can get up to 40 today. That would be awesome. But only 15 likes, guys. Make sure you hit that button for me, please. Give me a thumbs up. Dice out. 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. And that was a little bit close to that back wall for a landing zone. I like to bring it back just a little bit. But our marking the point at 10. And again, we're going to go with this. We're going to go with $18 on the 6 and 8. We're going to go 15 on that field. We hit that last one as a field hit. So we're going to put $15 on that 9. So we have 81 on the table, 93 brought back to the rack. 3, 2, 3, 6. That last one was not analyzable, if that is a word, because of the landing zone. So let's go all bet set. Days out. And we got a 167. Ouch. So just can't get much traction. The last few shooters we've gotten out of the shooter, just can't get traction going though, to start making some profit back from the losses that we had on those first 2 shooters. We got 10 to 8 or 10 to 9 right now, Central Time. So let's go one more shooter. Again, $15 pass line bet. And we're going to call that all bet set here. Dice out. So plans for the weekend, everyone. What are your plans? Put them in the chat. I'm going to be working on that table build. Might do a little fishing this weekend. Opening for bass fishing was this last weekend in the state of Wisconsin. Dice out. We had a 145, the trucking camper. So 5 is definitely, and the 9 are definitely hot numbers today. So 1, 4, 5. Come on, mouse work. And that was an implosion on that left die. That was a double pitch on the right die. Safe result. And this is shooter number 7 for the day. SOR and SRR is very miserable looking. So let's see if we can get those numbers up a little bit. Only had 1 decent roll, and even the quality of that roll was not the best. But the rest of them have either been average or subpar. And dice out. 358, the Great 8. And that's going to be hit number 1 for us. And stupid me, I didn't have any bets out there. Damn it. Seriously, Joe, what are you thinking? 110 on the inside bet level, $20 on the 4 and 10, and I wasted a roll there. We're going to go $15 pass line odds. Damn it. Now, last one's a primary on the left side, implosion on the right side. Safe result. All bet set. What was I thinking? So it's not hard enough to make money the way it is. I can make stupid mistakes like that. Again, high energy. 459. That is the Big Mac, the hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. There you go. I knew I'd get that down. So 459 Big Mac, hard 9. So that's going to be cross pressure again. And that's going to put us at $25 on the 4 and 10, 36 on the 6 and 8, 30 on that 9. And we got $15 pass line odds. That was a double pitch on the left die. That was an implosion on the right die. 3236, the dice set. And all bet set. And the one thing I've changed, and this is per George's suggestion, and I'm going to explain this in a little bit, is I'm bringing the dice back a little bit further than normal here. Yeah, we got a 325 Justice 5 again. And that is the point hit. And what I'm going to explain about this is something that actually brings me back to the roots of this journey that we have going on here. Good morning, John, checking in. If you watch back on some of my earlier belt level videos, probably the orange belt or the yellow belt or somewhere around there, that is one thing that if I remember correctly, I did talk about lining the dice up so they're center on your body. And what has happened over time is my dice have actually ended up on the right side of my body. So this is the right side of my body. This is the center of my body here. And this would obviously be the left side. I'm a little bit wider than that, but kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about there. So we're going to go $15 pass line bet here. All bet set. But again, great suggestion by George. Kind of brings you back to the roots of things. And it shows you that over time how certain habits are picked up. And some of those habits are not always the best habits in the world. We have 538, the Great 8. But once we've made that change today, we've actually seen a lot more repeat dice combinations, a little bit more consistency in the throw. So we're going to take that $36 off. Actually, we're bringing our bets down because we made enough to get out of the shooter. Well, let's go $18 on that 6, I'm sorry. $15 on the 5. We'll go 15 on the field. We'll do a little bit of iron cross here. $72 brought back to rack 63 on the table. And that was a single pitch towards us on that left eye primary on the right side. So single pitch of the dice. So says that these suggestions about starting point is really to my toss. Not everybody shoots that way. I agree and disagree with that comment. When people first start learning how to shoot the dice, it is actually something that I think they should start with and then make adjustments based off of how their throw goes from there. And that's my opinion, at least. 235, Justice 5 again. And as you get more throws, and obviously your throw is going to be is going to change over time. But sometimes, again, like I just said, you do pick up bad habits. And sometimes it's good to get back to the basics or where you started off with. Yeah. And that's just my opinion. Again, George is saying that he's going off of my mechanics. But again, like I said, guys, this is a journey for me, and I'm learning as I go here. There's a lot of people, especially some of the people in the chat, that have been doing this a lot longer than I have. I've really been putting in the effort and the time to analyzing how to do this correctly. And George has been a huge mentor to me. And a lot of the stuff that I have actually learned has been either through osmosis from George, from watching him shoot on a daily basis from the sidelines. Sometimes I say hi, sometimes I don't. You know, some of the documents that he sent me to study. Some is just from experience. Some is from watching other people, such as people like Ed from Roll the Win and Alfredo and different things like that. A little bit long on that landing, so we have a 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that's going to pay out on that field bet. Let's pick up the 4 then right away. We'll make that a place bet for $15. So remember that field bet is going to help fill those box numbers. Once you get all the box numbers across, then we'll take that field down. And we'll call that all bets set here right away. And dice out. Yeah, we got a 516 KitchenAid mixer again. But one of the things that a person has to remember is sometimes it's easier for somebody else to watch a person throw and give suggestions for improvement, things that even the person throwing the dice cannot see, feel, interpret, things like that. For example, I went down to Milwaukee a few months ago and met one of our community members down there, and they were throwing, and they were having a difficult time at first. And I made a couple adjustments for that person, or suggestions, and they made the adjustments, and they had a really decent roll right afterwards. So, again, whether it was luck, whether it was the adjustments made, who knows? But I would like to think that I had some input on that. 3236. Ooh, I pulled that off onto the left, or to the hook here a little bit. We got lucky. 328, grade 8. 358, I'm sorry, 358, grade 8. So that's our point. That was a wash for us because we lost that field bet. We're not really hitting a lot of field numbers right now, so it might stay off the field. We're hitting more of the inside numbers now. So I might just go 66 inside and start trend betting up there from there, I think. We have $99 brought back to the rack, $15 pass line bet here to start off with. You say that like a chiropractor, John. He's going to adjust me. George is, and John, yeah, I don't need to mention this to you, but George is such a nice guy, so willing to share his knowledge and his observations, and is very humble in doing it. So if you want his help, I'm sure he'll help you. Dice out. we got to come out 7-1-6-7. Pass line winner, natural. So that will extend a roll. I guess that's a good time to get that darn 7. It can't be fixed, huh? Oh my God. We are all addicted to this game. 3-2-6 for our come out pass line is $15. And all bets set. So his helicopter toss charge is just basically our par style toss on the side, right? And we snap our fingers every time we win. No, I'm just kidding. So dice out. A little bit short on the lines, though. We got 314 Big Joe from Raps Master Journey. So I've been watching a few of Waylon's videos lately, and he's been hitting the Big Joe quite often. And that Big Joe has been paying out for him. So Mike and Don on the cruise hated his chopper toss. So let's bring our bets down. We're going to go 66 on the inside. We're just going to start trend betting upwards from there. 114 brought back to rack 81 on a table with the pass line bet of 4 and all bets set. Base out. So there's a primary on the left side. That was a single pitch towards us on the right side. Safe result. Sticking with that cousin one set, the 3-2-3-6. Yeah, 2-4-6 this time. That would be the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So I'm going to obviously go a little bit long here, John. If you want to start your show, go ahead. Anybody that wants to jump over to his channel, feel free to do so. We're all about the community here and providing options for you guys. So one guy fell in love with John, or fell in love with his throw? Yep. So we got the, what did we throw? We threw a 6. Let's go to $30 on that 6. And all bet set. These opens. Must have been talking about John's throw. Here I'm ripping on John, and this is the result of ripping on somebody. Karma is a bitch. 1-6-7. Ouch. We're going to call that the day here. Let's go over our statistics for the day. So today we have got 3 numbers that really shown out. Obviously the 7, not too bad though actually, but that 5 and 9, the sister numbers really came on strong today. We have a 7.6 SOR today, 5.3 SRR. The adjustments that George had suggested actually did improve our throws. We ended up with a 12 and a 13, 6 and an 8 since he made that suggestion and made that change on the table here. Box numbers were a little bit better expected. Inside numbers a little bit better than expected. 4s, 10s are a little bit low. Come out 7s are a little bit high. Horns and fields are low. Hardways are low. Let's go over and look at our black belt statistics. This is through the end of yesterday. And through the end of yesterday, we had 1,868 throws on that 3V dice set, and that's for the black belt level so far. So we need another 132 throws before we move over to that 2V dice set. But of those first 1,800 and change throws, we got a 9.81 SOR. We have an SRR of 6.34 and a BSR of 6.92. Let's check the chats here really quick before we end up or wrap up the show here. Shackleproc. Oh my God. Maybe I'll do it here. Here's John's chopper toss, everybody. You ready? This is going to be the fun Friday. And we got 5-5 hard Old Bay bushel. Anyhow, hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Today is Friday. My name is Joe. This is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey, and I will hopefully see you guys on Monday this week and have a safe and prosperous weekend. We'll see you then.